Good morning, beautiful. I wanted to make a video for you because I was reading the message that you had sent us, and I thought instead of trying to just kind of type it all out, I would make a video so that maybe my message would come across more clear, I guess. So let's kind of start tackling some of the things that you have concerns with. First of all, yay, I'm super excited that you are working through the trainings and you're kind of getting some ideas of where you need to go and what you need to do to be successful in this business. I love that your why is because your daughter is going away to college in a few years, and you want to be able to have a life of time and freedom for yourself once she does leave. So I think that's a great why. And sometimes I'm not gonna lie, this business is hard. You do have to put some time and effort into it, but if you keep your focus on your why, that's what's going to get you through those days when you're just like not feeling it, or you don't feel like putting in the time that day. You just think about like, okay, why am I doing this, and what can this opportunity give me? So let's talk about you had some reservations about maybe like how to share on your page, or if you needed to start up a separate page or a blog. Somebody once told us that when you try to talk to everybody, you talk to nobody. So Ken and I for a while were like, okay, we need our personal page, we need a like page, maybe we should try Instagram, what about a blog? So we had all these ideas out there, but to be really good, you should just perfect one social media platform, all right? So I'm not saying that you can't have multiple ones, but you should kind of learn the ins and outs of one, maybe before you branch out to another one. I know some people really like to do a blog because they love to write, and that's kind of their therapy, and they feel most comfortable, typing away and expressing their thoughts and feelings through words. So, if that's something that, you feel would be best, the best way for you to communicate with people, there are a ton of videos out there. Melanie Mitro, I'm sure you've heard of her. She is our top coach, and she has a really good blog that she does as well. But like I said, there's tons of training on it. So what I would really encourage you to do though, is to, first of all, just start with your Facebook page, okay? When we started, I think I had like 50 friends on there, and this is what we call your warm market, because this is the people that you already know. So it's your friends and your family and maybe your coworkers. And part of the coaching process is sharing your journey. So you have been with us for several months now, and you do have a transformation, and you do have a journey and a story to share, okay? So this is probably the best place for you to start. Nobody's gonna know you're on your health and fitness journey if you're not sharing it with them. So we don't want you bombarding your Facebook every day with everything health and fitness and business related, because what's gonna happen is people are just gonna be like, blah, 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 and they're just gonna scroll right on past you. So we always encourage you to post and be very active on social media, because that's how you're gonna get eyes, and you're gonna kind of grow your following, and you're gonna meet other people that need your help. So if you can get into the habit of posting like 3 to 5 times a day, and again, we're not talking just health and fitness stuff. I actually have a great picture that I stole from another coach about all the different things that you can talk about during the day. Because when I go to your page, what will I know about you? Will I know that you're on your health and fitness journey? Will I know that you're eating better? Will I know what are your hobbies? What do you do for work? Do you have kids, pets? Like, everybody wants to see like the well-balanced, I guess, overall picture of you. So we don't want to just keep posting about the same thing day in and day out. So you need to have little snippets of your life. And this was kind of hard for me to grasp at first because I was just so excited about my transformation and I just wanted to vomit beach body all over the place. And I did at first, and I had a lot of people that were like, whoa, Trini's crazy, and they unfriended me. So I had to find that kind of posting balance so people would know, like, what else is there to Trini besides just, you know, her doing P90X and drinking a shake, okay? So I will send you that sheet of different posting ideas, and you don't have to do exactly what it says. You can use it as like a template, but this is a great way for you to just kind of get, you know, your face out onto social media a little bit more. And yep, it's probably going to be uncomfortable, but if you don't get outside your comfort zone, you're never going to grow. And I'm sure you're learning that through, you know, the personal development that you're doing. So let's really work on that this week. Just, you know, posting a little bit more, different content. My screen closed. Let me pull you back up here. And yeah, you know what? The best coaches, I always say this, the best coaches are the ones that aren't at their goal weight. And because if you ever watch the show like The Biggest Loser, so you start at the beginning of the season and you see all these people where, you know, this is their starting point and maybe they're at their lowest point of their life, maybe something tragic has happened. There's a reason why, you know, they are on The Biggest Loser ranch. And so every week you tune in to see these stories, to see their struggles, their wins, what they're doing, you know, and so week by week by week, you watch this progression. And that's kind of how I like to relate your coaching journey, you know. So a lot of people think that I have to be at my goal weight, I have to be a personal trainer, all this stuff, and you don't. The best coaches are the ones that just show up every day and share their life and invite people to do the same. And this is how you're kind of going to find your people for your challenge groups, or maybe you want to do a free group to get, you know, more people to your page. But if you're not posting and you're not present on social media, if you put a call to action saying, hey, I'm running a free eating group, you know, join me, people are gonna, if you're not kind of showing your journey along the way, they're gonna think that you're just coming out of left field with it. So they're not gonna understand why all of a sudden you're asking them to join you for a free group. So does that make sense? So if you're, you know, present on social media every day and you're just sharing your life and talking about your workouts and everything else, then when you put that call to action up there, they're gonna be like, oh yeah, I have been watching her and, you know, I have seen her progress over the last several months or weeks or whatever it is. So again, just kind of keep that in mind. Let's see. Don't worry about not being creative. I am the most uncreative person in the entire world. The best thing you will find with this business is that if you have an idea or you have a topic for a post, put it up. Like, don't overthink this business. Not only will you waste time, but you will start to second guess, you know, why you're doing this. So if something speaks to you and you think it's going to add value to somebody else, throw it up there. Don't worry about creativity. Promise you I have zero. So don't let that stand in your way. I think, okay, how much time? Okay, so this is a great question. So what are your goals for this business? Do you want this to be a six-figure business? Because if you do, you're gonna have to put time into it, all right? So when Ken and I started, it was just for fun. It was just to help people. We didn't need the extra money, so that wasn't a driving factor for us. So we would spend maybe half an hour a day. You know, we'd put our couple posts up for the day, but then maybe we would spend half an hour a day answering messages, sending out emails or whatever, you know, just connecting with people. And then obviously finding 10 minutes a day for our personal development. As we kind of progressed and we saw more of the potential of this business and we kind of started getting traction and started inviting coaches to join us and building a team, we realized that, yep, you got to put a little bit more time because you still need to be doing the 3 vital behaviors that you, I'm sure, have heard in the training. So doing your workouts, drinking your shake, reading a book, and then having conversations. So I always say there's 4 things that you need to be doing. So, you know, as your team gets bigger and you have more people, you have to spend a little more time, you know, with your team and still be doing your 3 or 4 vital behaviors every day. Back in 2015, when CVS bought Target out, that was kind of my, I don't want to say breaking point, that was the catalyst actually, where I said I no longer want to do this as a hobby. I want to make this my career. I want to be a full-time coach. I want out of pharmacy. So on my days off, like today, I will work this business 8, 9, maybe even 10 hours, because I have a very large team now that I need to take care of, but I also need to do all these activities to make the income come as well. So you may be thinking, holy crap, that's a lot of time. It is, but I rather spend 8 hours a day helping other people and helping my team and growing my business versus 10 hours in a pharmacy where I'm miserable. So I figure I'm gonna have to work one way or the other, but I'd much rather be at home. So I'm gonna crank out some work this morning. The girls are at school. I'm gonna take a 2-hour break and go do a little shopping this afternoon and just spend some time on me. And I can do that because I am my own boss, So the time, it just depends, maybe it's half an hour a day, maybe it's 8 hours a day. And obviously that's gonna change as you grow and build your tribe and things like that. So for now, I would say at least half an hour a day, making sure you're doing your 3 vital behaviors, making sure you're putting content out on your page. And then when somebody responds, then maybe they leave you a message underneath one of your posts or they like it, reach out behind the scenes, send them a private message and say, hey, thanks for liking my post today. I've been on my journey for a while. Some days it's harder than others, but your support means everything to me. Something like that, just a true, genuine message to send them to say, thank you for supporting me. So this business is all about serving others, helping others, adding value. I always say it's the most selfless job out there because you really are just giving of yourself, and in return, you're being rewarded, 100-fold or whatever. So I think I've got it all. I don't know, maybe, I know you said that by the time you work and you exercise, it's 8:30 at night. Ken and I used to start our business hours at 9 o'clock at night. We would work all day, take care of the kids, and then they would go to bed, and then we would sit down at 9 o'clock, open up our computers, and sometimes we worked from 9 to midnight. Things are a little different now because the girls are in school full day, so we have time in the morning. So we get up 6 o'clock every morning, do our workout, do our thing with the girls, get them to school, and at 8:30, 9 o'clock, we just sit down and work. So you just have to find the time. Maybe instead of watching an episode of your favorite show, maybe you spend that half an hour doing your work first, and then that show is your reward. Like, that's what I do, So I'm gonna sit down and crank out all this work today, knowing that as soon as I get it done, I can go shopping for a little bit. So, anyway, I think I've answered everything. If I missed anything, let me know. I'm sorry this is getting long, but I had a lot to say. And if you have questions or concerns, obviously we are here for you no matter what you need. Any time of the day, call us, message us. If you want to get on the phone and do a call, we can do that. We are here to go arm in arm with you. If you want to just kind of take your time with this, that's awesome. If you want to, dig your heels in and go hard and push, we are here for that too. So you pick the speed, we're gonna go with you, all right? Okay, girl, I love you, and I'm so happy that you're part of our team, and I'm really, really excited for you in this adventure and this new kind of role that you wanna take on. So, all right, have a fabulous weekend.